Yeah, I don't remember what happened. I know it wasn't the last session that we went to talk with the council, right? It was the session before.
No, that's not last session.
I
You
think
Can
that
started
someone tell me
at
what we started
after
as?
all the
We
you killed
started
all
by
the
hiding the
silencers.
silencer bodies.
Oh, right.
and then we continued hiding the silencer
And
bodies.
Darion left a message
Yeah.
in one of the survivors' minds or something.
Yeah, well, yeah, and then they went on and had a fight with cultists, and in the meantime, we did a good job, and then we had a meeting with both the marshal and the silencers, and we agreed to deal with the baddies, and that we need to probably deal with Kasash and Smog first, who are expected to be in a mansion, something like that, in the city or the city as outskirts, and not sure in whether through that or but through some way we also wanted to get the support of one of the other uh, board members, like commerce guy, I think. Uh,
Yes.
but I don't remember how specifically we intended to do that. I think taking down the cultists and showing some sort of evidence or something. I don't know. Does anyone remember?
Essentially, he would come at the morning to talk with you.
Wait, we agreed to just meet with him? I don't remember that bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a note saying Stewart will come to the inn.
Oh,
Yes. That I remember as well.
okay. Yeah, and I know that we intended to like scout out the mansion and see what was happening there. We had some vague information about the goings on there, but I also don't remember the details specifically of that.
Didn't we, in the
And-
end, agree not to scout out the mansion?
What do you mean? No, we need to deal with the Ragnarods. So I think we talked that we need to deal with Kasash and or Smog.
Yes, I understand.
Yeah.
And I remember our thought being that even though this is something we can do, it doesn't really lead to anything. We can't fight those two. And
How
then
do you
what?
know?
Wait, why can't we fight them?
They are stupid, silly, powerful.
How do you know?
Yeah, how do they
From the
know?
rumors that GM has disclosed to me.
Yeah.
And
Okay,
and
now they're
personal
right.
personal hallucinations and visions that I received while scanning the brains of the cultists.
Yeah,
Okay.
silencers agreed to help us to deal with the whole situation, but I don't remember the specifics on also how they agreed to help us. In what way? I know that for now we have a ceasefire, but once the king is safe, they're gonna be like, okay, Void Elf, come, come with. You're now going with us.
What?
Basically, you're gonna become their enemy as soon as this is over.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Once you leave town.
So yeah, but yeah, I don't remember the specifics on the plan with towards Dragonrod's conversation with the coin master person, and and silencer help. So those are the things I'm blanking out.
The last time you said that you're essentially gonna heal the king and do a sort of a coup during one of the meetings within the court. That was pretty much what you decided.
Sorry, can you repeat that?
Essentially, Dario and the Wish granted suggesting to heal the king through God speech.
Oh, yes, that happened.
And of course, you went to sleep and some fun things happened as well, if you remember.
Yeah. Um. Darian is supposed to be missing some mana, and I think getting some fatigue or something like that. You said.
Yeah, he gained 5 fatigue and lost all his mana.
That's a great deal. If I ever heard one.
So you must be fatigued, I imagine then. But yeah, anyway, how in what way did silencers agree to help us? Can someone fill this in for me?
We agreed to work together. I'm not sure there were
Yeah,
any like.
Agreed to work together and they shared information.
Can you remind us what information they shared?
The manor.
Oh,
Yeah.
and we're not going to the manor because apparently manor is crazy dangerous.
I don't know. We
And
can
of course,
decide
they will
whatever.
aid you in battle.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh yeah, basically that's what it was. Essentially, like if it comes to battle, they will aid us. But essentially, they will.
Beat the Echo.
Yeah, not anymore. He was probably near the speaker.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, we went to bed, and we finished with you telling us that yeah, Darian lost all of his mana, gained fatigue.
And the last thing we heard, Solarius!
Yes,
Yeah.
that is exactly what everyone in this tavern and probably nearby buildings have heard. Unhand my mana! Unhand my mana, or I utter something despicable.
I assume it's morning, right?
Yeah, it's morning.
Okay. Do we? Okay. So I don't know. We haven't discussed this, but I imagine we all sleep in separate rooms.
Nigga, I threaten
Uh,
to delete you from this world. Choose your next words very carefully.
I don't know. I hear Darion being upset about something. I guess I get up, I dress up, I peek my head out of my room to see if
I am in your room.
Are you in my room? Why are you in my room? uh okay, well if you're in my room, like you see a face of confusion. Wait, how did I Yeah, and had your mana? What do you mean? I gave you mana myself.
Look, today is a very important day.
Mm-hmm.
We are going to do a coup inside of a Vindian court,
Yes.
right?
Uh,
I need mana for that.
I understand. Yeah, sure. Well, you being all powerful and glorious eternal being, I mean, surely you must have replenished with your sleep.
Did you take my mana?
I have no idea what you're talking about. Why would you assume that?
Well, someone has drained me of my mana, and knowing you, the mana parasite that you are, I assumed that this is your doing.
How loud are you guys while
How?
discussing this?
We're in a room. We're in my room.
It
Oh.
is very soundproofed.
Okay.
Well, I think it's quite loud enough. There's no
well,
Yeah,
sound.
Yeah, Darren is not being subbed.
yeah. I was like, how dare you come in my room first thing in the morning, accusing me of these petty bullshit nonsense with no shred of proof.
Okay, I be subtle now. You are a vampire, you are a Koldun, and I'm pretty sure Solarius is a identity theft you also committed, so I'm pretty sure that's not your real name.
I laugh in character, like in at this. That's a lot of accusations, man. I didn't take your mana. As I said, I gave you mana just yesterday, I think.
Okay, that is fair. That is fair. And perhaps I am indebted to you, and if you took my mana, I would give it to you, but just not in that overtly subtle way.
I didn't take your mana, dude. Like, this is the last time I'm telling you this.
Then who did?
Your mama. How the fuck am I supposed to know?
Don't involve my mother into this.
You fucking did when you barged into my fucking room.
Okay, fair enough.
Wait.
So who took my mana?
How the
Armand.
fuck am I supposed to know?
Can you guys maybe not, like, speaking through the door, can you guys maybe not shout our plans to the whole tavern? Just a
Armand,
thought.
it's just a hunch in your heart, but you feel like Solaris actually did took his mana.
Well, it's not like I can beat the mana out of him, so I don't really care. Like,
It's not a voice speaking in you, but it's your own hunch.
yes, I know. So I'm like telling them that they should maybe through the door. I'm telling them that they should deal with this like, adults and not shout.
Did
I mean,
Armand roll for his personality?
Yeah, he should roll 1d10 for his personality disorder.
okay. Let me.
You mean bipolar disorder?
God damn it!
Feel happy?
Keep
That's
keeping
not
that plus
fair.
2.
Yeah. Happy days.
He will roll bad, so like when the worst.
And
when
I
the
think
worst
he has
thing-
+1 from the brutal thing. Still, I don't know how long that lasts. Or is that only
Should
one
be
session?
until the end of the session, I think.
Oh yeah, until the end of the next session. Yeah, that's correct.
Next session?
I think so. I don't know.
Yeah.
Bloodthirsty, no? Like we made most of these things like that.
No, until this session, so you just remember it easier.
Okay.
Only some stuff that actually require the entire session to acquire lasts till the next session end.
Oh, for a
Well,
day
indeed,
actually.
like-
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
for a day, that sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, you lose 1 morale.
Okay.
So you
Which you
have
ha-
2 morale in total.
Like which you had. So just +2.
Anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. How do you feel?
Like shit.
Yeah. Describe describe in detail. And also
I
like
have-
it's
I have no mana. I am tired as fuck on the verge of collapsing, which would probably mean that today I'm not going anywhere and instead spend my entire day drinking. That's it.
Well, Look, I actually entered the room. I'm fairly sure that one of you is a fucking bloodsucker and another is a fucking leech who steals the life of others. I'm not sure which one is which, but like that's what my youthful intuition tells me. But like I recognize your great heroic feats in the past and our shared purpose. So how about you stop fucking screaming our plans to the whole tavern and actually figure out a solution as grown-ups? And they leave the room.
Johan said nothing about Bloodsucker.
I did.
That
You
is a
did
figure of
quietly. You
expression.
did quietly. You said,
Okay, fair. Still,
Yeah.
well, Armand is wrong on one thing because both of the things are you.
Shut the fuck up.
I don't suck other people's life. I kill them.
Yes, that is so much better.
That was subtly. Armand, that was subtly.
Uh,
Arman, as you leave the room, you notice two guys climbing up the stairwell.
Do they look threatening? Are they armed?
Yes, they are armed with silver rapiers.
Oh, hello there, allies.
Hello. Is Darion here? We want to speak with him.
I mean, yeah, sure. Proceed into the room.
Okay. They nod and go into the room.
How did they track me? I have I have a different face each day.
Also, what the fuck? Like, does anyone have no decorum? Why does everyone keep going into my room? It's so unfair.
I'm not in your room.
Well,
Isn't
Well,
it
excuse
fairly
there's only one exception to this statement.
Isn't it a
Darion.
public place?
My room where I sleep in the night? No, it's not public place.
Is it
Don't
night?
worry, we will leave shortly. Darion, have you forgotten that you named yourself during the conversation we had along with Marshall? For
Right,
Yeah.
right, that happened.
So,
Yes.
we discussed a plan about you healing the king, but we didn't want to go further into detail due to the fact that Marshall was there. So instead of healing the king, we have another proposition.
Wait, one moment. Are those silencers?
Yes.
Yes, they are silencers.
Okay, I dismissively listened to their proposition while thinking about my mana. My lost mana, my precious mana.
To put it simply, fail in healing the king, only removing all the control that Linda has on the king.
Hmm.
As a king that's a powerful king in Vendia does play a very negative role.
Hmm.
A negative roll for whom?
Well,
Badumts.
let's just say it could cause the same war that we are trying to avoid.
Hmm.
If you do as we wish, we will completely ignore your existence.
Hmm.
Don't you
And
guys?
we won't mention you to the Emperor.
Isn't
Oh,
that
wow.
treason?
To
Don't
some
you?
extent it is, but it is also the Emperor's role for this plan to succeed, so he shall
Don't,
forgive us. And if not, then that's how it's going to end. But if you do kill the king, well, let's just say that entire silencers will be hunting you to the end.
so nothing will change. Okay.
Quite differently. I should say quite differently. Either be ignored and unknown by the silencers to the future to come, or to be hunted down.
I come back.
Silencer, how old do you think I am?
quite old.
Well, know this, that you will be not the first order to actively hunt me.
But we will be the last.
We will see.
I come back into the room. I look at the silencers and I'm like, hypothetically speaking, who stops the two of you from being imposters who are trying to manipulate us into not healing the king? How do we know that you are actual real silencers?
That's a really dumb question.
Well, I never actually claimed to be smart, you know. But these
Then
days,
I suggest you to let the thinking for others then, and
we're
do as
obviously failing. Because,
and
like, for some
essentially he
reason,
shows and just stay silent as he goes out.
Of course, you would say that.
I'm sure that I can stay as silent as the colleague of yours that we met earlier. But I'm not sure that I
They
want that.
live like this essentially.
Okay. Rude.
What a weird bunch.
Like, we're not the ones to talk. How about we get back to killing them? And because they're so rude. And
Well,
obviously,
after this job, sure. I mean, I'm game. They might as well hunt us.
Now though, I think we probably should, yeah, not engage in active conflict with them until we
they,
prevent the worlds we are to rule and all that. You know, the
wait,
usual.
wait, wait. You just heard them actually plan the death of the king. So,
Oh, they want the king to stay sickly and for a powerful force not overtake. And they also don't want the king to become healthy and powerful again. In other words, they don't want anything powerful ruling the central country of the Cold Kingdoms. Because it could oppose the event, yeah. That's why. That's what's happening.
no, at that part I kinda got, but not causing, not helping an individual is kinda the same as killing them.
I'll agree with Armand.
As in,
Not because he stole my mana, but just.
I didn't.
Armand, the voice in, you feel like actually the king's would be quite beneficial if he died. It's just a hunch of sorts.
look, I have my honor as a noble to actually maybe not cause the unnecessary death of the powerful kings. But then again, this is not my king, so I have conflicting emotions on the subject.
No, we.
So,
Yeah. The king dying fucks up the entire realm, and it will become more difficult for us to reach the elven milfs. So I say we heal the king. Then we can go get some elf milfs.
Armand, the voice in your head essentially says Linda could help with your MILFs.
you know, MILFs are something of a long-term goal. Like, who knows if I will even survive long enough to feel the gentle touch of an elven MILF.
Yeah, you see.
So,
But if the king dies, it's even less likely to happen at all.
I know. Okay, so actually, it's not even like maybe Darian is sexually incompetent and he won't be able to heal the king, and then the situation solves itself.
Now you're talking.
Armand, besides, you feel like what Armand mentioned about the enemies, you're fighting a losing battle. Maybe it's just more worthwhile to leave.
I want to talk with the voice, but I have no mana to do it.
That's not the voice.
Oh, that's not the voice.
That,
No,
that's my intuition.
Why would you?
Yeah,
You don't hear the voice anyway.
I know,
that's your
but I want to
mind.
talk with it.
Listen.
I could increase my entropy and mind read Armand to talk with the voice inside Armand.
There's
See,
almost like an entire different voice inside your head.
see, considering the
Also, where is Stubbs? Where?
I'm kind of ignoring the voice because like our whole cultural heritage is kind of about losing battles, and that's kind of what being a noble is about. Like sometimes choosing a losing battle. What am I, a fucking commoner? So like this sounds really stupid. So I'm not even all that interested.
I'm thinking about it. Thinking about it. Arian. Actually, no. Armand, have you been
Yes.
in forgot the name of this city, but have you been here before? Are there any alchemists in the city? Surely, it's capital of Wendia.
Alchemists.
Yeah.
I mean,
Jim, how
Uh,
much do I pay for food and beer?
yeah,
It's a tavern that's completely empty.
wait.
We killed the barkeeper.
Oh, so I was imagining eating.
like in anime, Baki, imaginary food.
No, actually, there is a good chance that there was some leftover food because I mean,
Yeah, could I, in that case, if I go down and there's no barkeep, there's nobody, can I look for something eatable, like,
Edible.
I don't know, edible, sorry, in the back rooms or whatever? I start looking for food.
no.
Cans of beans?
Beans in a dwarven can. Okay, look. Whoever stole my mana has it. For now, we either do our plan with you guys basically just carrying me around until I end up near the king and I heal him,
Oh, they should.
or or
Or yeah, yeah.
or I rest.
Yeah, cool. Uh, yeah, and in the meantime, could go find an alchemist that might be selling some mana potions around the city. I mean, surely it's the capital of the central cold kingdom. So, yeah.
Actually, do I have the connections here? Can I roll for it?
I think you can.
That would be what?
Lore?
Don't
Yeah.
you have like an ability or something to find
I
connections?
think
Is
I
it
already used it. Like
It costs souls.
it's to
I'm
me.
I'm I'm supposed to roll
Meet up with
for
nobles, but
yeah
that's not the
noble.
same.
That
Like,
that's not a noble.
But what if there is a noble that has a hobby of alchemy?
I think I already used the audience for the noble in this city.
i-
to
is
And
it
get audience with
once
the
per
king.
city?
That's what you wanted, yeah.
Is
hmm,
it once per
Can't
city?
you use it again?
I think it's once per town.
There was no such limit.
I would not add such limit.
Okay,
I think it's
uh,
cost souls to do it.
but like this
Is it?
has nothing to do with
Yeah.
the nobles, and I can just roll war. Maybe like there is like some famous among the nobles alchemist who in this city prepares the Jesus, so like cure syphilis or something, or
Yeah.
like makes abortions or whatever, and like he's really famous and stuff.
Her name is Ligonine.
Yeah, I guess that will be just intelligence. I don't have anything in lore, so dice, I guess. Oh, plus tomorrow, right? So it's 4.
Yeah.
actually.
You succeed.
Ligonine.
But you remember in your head that there was some place, quite well-known place for its potions, but for
Mhm.
some reason you don't want to tell them about it. You want to keep it hidden.
Is it like medieval Viagra place, and I'm like ashamed to know about it?
Ne,
Do
tiesiog tavo bariga sakė, neišduot, iš kur gauni.
I guess, but they all say that, and considering the amount of murdering we did together, it seems only right to actually share that.
If you want to share that, roll resistance +3.
Like, you see me actually physically strain, like, actually, like, +3.
Yes, +3.
Like,
And plus his morale.
Yes.
that's
So plus
Yes,
5.
+5 in total.
so
Still gonna fail.
5
Eventually.
plus. Okay, so it's 10.
Holy
Jesus.
shit.
And
Oh!
Called it.
and like
Armand,
you feel me like in that meme where like the kid is like really straining, like you feel like the veins like come through on my forehead, and like that continues for like 30 seconds, and then like I completely relax and I no, I
Armand,
can't recall anything.
Armand, are you fucking okay?
Sadly not.
What the fuck is going on, dude?
See, just never mind inbreeding moment.
You look like you're about to shit yourself, and then it passed.
Like I've said, it's one of those things that happens to nobles, which is difficult to explain to common folk.
I guess I'm common folk now.
Well, always fair.
Anyway, since I'm not getting my mana back,
So
and Stulps is a social animal, so I'll go to Stulps.
By the way, Armand, you can always still re-roll it if you
um,
want to.
Okay, actually, actually, I repeat the whole process. Okay, I spend. Okay, Jesus fuck. One
Um,
soul.
while you're straining visibly for some reason, I turned to Daria and was like, "Well, what he's thinking, cough up some money. It's like 60 gold or so should cover it. I'll go try and find an alchemist and get something for it.
Drinking is cheaper
For mana.
for everything.
I'm not sure that drinking is gonna help with that, but
Yeah, GM, once more, can I roll for something to look for food?
not simple mana potion is 30, so I thought I would just grab you too.
Stoops, there's plenty of food. Some are already rotten, but there are some that are still fine, like bread, etc.
Okay.
Okay, I actually fail.
Can I?
We're not spending morsels on this.
Do I find something like which can be considered as dried food?
Dry food?
Dried, as in dry.
Yeah, there are jerky, etc.
How much can I mark on my sheet?
Damn it. Let's say 100.
Okay, I don't need that much. I guess I take.
Can you carry it?
No, I don't take that much. I take 20. I don't know.
That's still quite a lot, I think.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
take everything.
Like what is one dried food?
Let's say you can carry 10 easily.
Okay, look, think about it this way. Like, it can be a bunch of things, like, I don't know, some nuts, some dried bread, biscuits, and all of that. So essentially, it's a full meal that is not gonna go
Okay.
bad for a long time. So,
Yeah. I take 10 then.
Yeah.
I need some on the spot.
So, Armand, to make things worse, you start hearing the voice in your head that was already speaking, essentially. You're doing quite well keeping silent on this. Continue doing so.
Look, I don't know. This seems very shady. I'm confused. I think I'm going insane here, but for a noble, that's not so bad.
Anyways, what do you do?
with a drunken
I,
sailor. Nothing.
Stopes.
Uh-huh.
We go drinking.
Okay. You see me munching on some dried whatever bread which is stale and some dry pieces of meat. Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
thirsty.
yeah, and maybe we're gonna stab somebody at it.
Sounds good.
Well, there's an entire barrel of beer here.
Ooh, and it's for free?
It's a tavern that everybody's dead.
Fuck yeah, it's free.
I take the barrel, go. "Ah!"
Can you lift it like that?
I think you
Yeah.
can.
he's a big boy.
Six
He's a
strength.
big boy. Do you want to argue with him?
At that time, you notice that through the front entrance, Folkharder comes in, as well as some other guy wearing a cloak.
Buzzkill.
Well, as promised, we came together to continue our planning.
Who is this guy?
How does he look like?
Essentially, you recognize him as the steward that was within the place. Hello, my name is Victor Ort. I'm the steward,
Victor.
He a noble.
and I heard quite some serious news.
Oh yes. Well, what news would those be? Please sit. We have drinks apparently.
He sits down alongside
I guess
Folkharder.
I find some clean or cleanish cans or whatever. What is it called?
Cans,
Yeah,
fresh
whatever.
after beans.
Tankards,
Yeah.
I think you're thinking.
Tankards, yes, tankards, and start pouring the alcohol.
Okay. He takes the mug, but yet to drink and says, "Well, for the fact that there are traitors within our court that are essentially controlling the king and has him, so to speak, hostage."
Yes, that is correct. Yes.
It is hard to believe, but I do trust that Folkharder hasn't gone insane.
That is
So I do trust his judgment.
good to hear.
But my
Right.
question is, what can I do for you in such situation, as I do not have any military power or any might politically?
You have money.
Well, the king has money, I just watch over it.
I'm pretty sure the king is very interested in his own healthcare and deposing the traitors in his own court, don't you think?
Yes, yes, he does.
And isn't it watching over money same as having the money?
No, that's not how it works.
Works for me.
It works for me. Maybe you're a bad banker. Anyway. Well then, will you use the money?
Depends on what.
We need support. We need anyone on our side. Any minor noble, any greater noble, any councilman who would support Poke harder than us if they are adequately rewarded with coin.
He looks confused.
Looks
He looks confused and says, "Didn't you figure out that some of the within quite a few within the court are cultists? So asking for their help might tell them that you know and ruin the surprise."
see the discussion that we had yesterday. We don't remember. Comedy retract.
It seems
He
to
looks at
me.
Folk harder like, are you sure about them?" He says, Folk harder says, "I'm sure."
Look, we don't need everyone. We pretty sure we won't bribe Linda to join our side, or the chaplain, or whoever is left. I don't remember the entire court. I'm not local.
Well, Drew Manheld is the chancellor and has a lot of power, but as far as I understand, he is on the side of Linda.
Actually, is there someone who is currently in disfavor by the court, who is openly antagonized by the current establishment? Maybe someone who did something that Linda doesn't like, or maybe, yeah, some source of contention within the court.
I think
There used
that's
to be.
used to be.
There used to be, in a sense, that they all got wiped out, or
It's hard to say wiped out, but they died.
everyone.
He thinks, well, some got excommunicated.
So what happens to the excommunicated ones?
They lose all titles, their noble land, and leave the country.
So are you sure that all of them left? Because otherwise we can just gather some and promise them that you will give them back the titles once we rescue the king.
But what's use? But they don't exactly live in the capital now, as they left the country.
Okay, sure.
And they don't have any titles or power to fight.
Well, maybe they have connections, maybe they have information, maybe they have hidden resources.
The only thing I see is that I will be keeping silent. You have Marshall, so you have his military, the Vendish Hussars, as well as probably some of militiamen.
Look, let's talk about the chancellor. Can you get him on our side?
He thinks. I'm not that kind of man to be able to pursue someone as him.
Just a quick question
Can
out of
you?
character.
Yeah, sure.
So Chancellor was the person that was genuinely surprised by everything happening when we visited the court, right? Or was that the steward?
It was the steward.
It was the steward.
Oh, okay. Sorry, continue.
The chancellor was the one that commanded every other. He says the chancellor is essentially the high noble, the richest noble of all nobles. He has the
Oh.
most power among them.
Okay. Can you convince him with money?
He is the richest noble of all nobles.
Well, he is the richest because he wants money.
What about, okay, if he is the richest, we can convince him with his own money. Like he wants to keep to be rich, right? Stay rich.
That actually has some logic. We steal his money and held it at ransom. Anyway,
I wonder how you will steal his mansion, but
You set it on fire.
a few Godspeed words can solve that. But no, wait.
not sure what that God speech is, but go on.
Look, what is the Chancellor's relation with the king?
He thinks, well, he used to be dissatisfied, but after Linda and Ulrich, they get along now.
He gets along with the king?
Yes, as the king is a bit more, how do I say, not as he was before. Let's just say it like that.
How
Changed.
was he before?
Firm but kind.
And that was a problem for Chancellor How?
Well, let's just say having power and wanting more power, he fought with the king quite a bit, as the king was more in favor of the peasants than the nobles.
He sounds
Okay.
insane.
Yes. Okay, so the Chancellor is not our ally. Linda is not our ally, and the chaplain is not our ally. Okay, Stuart, can you use the coin to get more equipment and more gear for Marshall's army?
That probably could be handled.
Nice.
And Volkarder says, well, let's just say if there were beasts attacking some farm areas or farmlands, then we could raise equipment and levies.
And use them to do our coup with the king killing.
Are there any foreign mercenaries available?
Yeah, that. Hire mercenaries to have more men.
That probably could be also arranged.
Okay, so you're okay with the idea of a counter coup?
Also, organize a huge feast and invite Linda, the Chancellor, the chaplain there.
A huge feast.
Where they just must appear because, like, almost everyone is invited. Except, of course, the king, where we will move in with the army and the healing, while everyone is absent at the feast.
That might be difficult, as at least one of them might stay with the king.
That is better than everyone.
I don't know who will stay, either Chaplain or the Linda, but someone might stay.
So the feast has to be arranged somewhere around, away from the city.
Perhaps in Stewart's or Folk's mansion?
Ulharder thinks about it. It would be a bit suspicious if we, but I think we could manage a feast of sorts.
Mentor, so
Okay, so action plans. Organize the feast, equip the military, hire mercenaries. Are we done here?
Yes,
Can I?
but do know that it might take quite a while to do some of those things.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm going on a vacation for a day or two.
Feast sounds nice. Can I attend?
No, you actually need it near the king in case somebody needs murdered.
Oh,
How
is
much
there
time do we have?
Week at most.
Okay, aš einu palaistyt žolę, tai grįšiu už 10-20.
Anyways, we can continue. So essentially, Victor thinks about it and says 1 week. That's not a lot of time.
Evil does not wait.
I do have an idea how we could create a festival, though. Saying that one of the village produced more taxes than in previous years, maybe even triple the amount, or maybe found some treasure or lost ruins, that could also work. Creating a reason for excursion, so to speak.
Whatever you
Would that
think would work. I don't think we're very much concerned about the reasonings and the justifications for it.
okay? I will try to prepare as many things as I possibly can within 1 week.
Sounds good to me.
Anything else you want?
I turn to the other guys.
hookers?
Money?
He sighs and says, it's not that easy to just simply give you money, but
actually powerful poison? Lots of powerful poison.
Or mana restoration potion?
Powerful mana restoration poison. Poison.
well, there is a
Mana
few
restoration
alchemists.
poison. Oh yeah.
Vad är det?
There are a few alchemists within the city. They actually tried healing the king a few times back in the day, but sadly failed.
Oh, they suck.
Can you point us their way?
Sure, he says the name essentially, and Armand, you recognize that name, but you don't want them to know it or to go there.
Okay,
Armand
can I
doesn't want
attempt?
us to go there.
Yes.
Can I attempt once more?
Yeah, +3. But
Okay.
the voice says that you should agree to it. You shouldn't tell them.
No,
That-
probably
Wait,
me.
wait. Agree with
Okay.
going there?
Yeah, I was going to say me IRL
No,
is more confused probably
agree
than
to
Armand.
keeping it silent and not going there.
Okay, so I again, you see me really straining, like veins pop up on my forehead and everything, and yeah, basically,
If you
yeah,
try to resist, -1 morale for the duration of the campaign.
Not
minus
campaign.
one.
For the session.
Okay, for this time, actually, I try to resist.
Wait, Donsa, can you repeat
And
again? Like, what is he trying to? What's happening?
Basically, Armand doesn't want us to go there, and the voice agrees that we shouldn't go there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
and
Armand
Armand
is
is trying
trying
to
to.
resist,
Oh,
which he
and
failed.
failing.
Yeah.
Like if I'm failing, if I failed, do I actually have to minus the morale or how does
No,
it?
morale is by default as because you are trying to resist, so you have -1 morale just by resisting.
Okay, so
So you have +1 morale now.
Yeah, +1 morale, and you fail. Essentially, you don't want them to go there at any cost.
okay, so sure, fine. Basically, Armand is like, I have really bad feeling about that place for some reason. Like it's making me feel really constipated even thinking about it. So maybe we don't have to go there. Like, please,
Well,
pretty please.
I mean, don't worry. I mean, Darian intends to stay here and drink all day, rest up anyway. So you could just hang out with him.
Um,
I mean,
but
me and Solaris can go alone. You can stay here with him.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean,
Solaris and Stulps on an adventure. High five.
uh, I feel like it's better if I go along with you if you're going anyway, just because,
Are you gonna leave
yeah,
Darian alone?
yes.
Darian,
That
maybe
that
you change your mind, and
that
instead
fucking
of,
elf creeps the living shit out of me, so
I
yes.
mean, the food and the beer is not going anywhere. We can always do that, but we can have a quick hop at the alchemists, and maybe they have something useful for sale. I
Valera is
think.
stuck, I think. He's way too still.
No,
Oh, he's not.
no. I'm so still, you no longer see me.
No, you were sitting like this, and your hand is like the entire time. No expression change, no movement, nothing, not even breathing.
Yeah,
I have learned to be very still.
he looks. The steward looks at you, speaking about the. Well, I'm not sure why you wouldn't want to go there, but well, he is quite reputable, I assure you.
And you know,
And
two alchemists, right? Like two different uh,
well, the
locations.
other alchemist is outside of town,
How
pretty
far
close,
away?
but a few hours of travel time.
Hmm.
And he points to the direction towards one of the
Few
smaller
hours on foot?
villages. Travel time
Few hours on foot?
on horse.
Okay. Thank you. Understood. We'll keep that in mind.
Yes, so if no more questions, I shall be going now. I have business to attend to.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Want some food?
No, I have already eaten.
Okay.
No, I just find it so hilarious, like a head of commerce for the kingdom comes to a meeting. Hey, well, want some food? Like I have some dried biscuits.
Some dry stale bread.
Yeah. Essentially, Folk just bows slightly and says, "We shall be going now." I hope that you see with your preparations as much as we do with ours.
Yes, that's
Look, what are we supposed to do? What?
Go to the alchemist, buy potions,
Why?
no.
come
Just,
back.
just let them leave. Just let them leave.
It's still morning. We
Yeah.
have a whole day of.
They leave.
I have agreed to nothing, and I opened the beer barrel.
The preparations he was referring to was weakening Ragnarok's before the big showdown, because if all of them are together, like it's gonna be much harder to deal with than with them separately. That was the whole idea.
And we have a week to do that?
Yes.
Okay. I begin drinking beer. This is part of the plan
Yeah.
to kill Ragnarok.
Okay.
I go. I say I'll be right back, and I go to my room for a sec.
Okay, you go to the room.
And what I want to do is I want to cast a see power spell to be able to see magic around me.
Okay,
Um,
cast the spell.
just let me quickly check. Okay, so that will 5 dice. Okay, cool.
Oh, nice.
And yeah. So then I come back down and take a look around.
Yeah, sure. You do notice that Armon's head there's mana concentration there, poking essentially almost like with hands
Hmm?
of
What?
sorts.
Go
You
on.
don't know the hands as they're immaterial, but it looks like a curse.
What kind of curse? What kind of spell? Like, what's the nature of it? Uh, like I don't know if
Grabbing
uh,
nature.
It's
no.
almost like
I mean,
the
it's up.
nature is
Go.
rule mind.
Hmm.
It's a curse. It's very long term, like years,
Hmm. Okay.
and it has a delay.
Hmm?
Same with Darion. He's also cursed with transfer mana,
But no stops.
and also on delay, and it's long term,
Am I
months.
cursed?
No, you're not cursed,
Thank
and
God.
Stulbs is also not cursed.
How dare you to not be cursed?
Okay. Any other magic as I walk around the tavern to look
Besides
around?
the leftover magic from the mishaps, no.
Yeah. Okay. Uh. Okay. Cool. Um.
Wait, there shouldn't be any food in the tavern because everything has rotted.
You said there's like 100
Yes.
food.
No. He's absolutely correct. There was one of the effects that
Yes,
rotted all the food.
yes. I have rotten all the food few times actually.
Yeah.
So I didn't find any food.
You
No.
find it, but you ate rotten food.
Oh,
I
come on.
mean,
No, you cannot
before eating
do
it,
that.
I didn't notice that it was rotten,
Nah, you didn't eat the food, or
but I
it's
don't
fine.
have any food as well,
Yeah,
right? We should
there's no
scratch it
food.
off. Okay.
Fine, we went out and got food somewhere else. I guess.
By the way, the curse is currently yet active.
Hmm. Uh, okay. So I see this. I go, huh, 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 huh. So I don't remember now. Like, I need some
Shouldn't there be something about my eye because it cannot be healed by any means at all?
eye.
Yeah, I have like I have an eye patch. I have
Oh,
a missing eye.
oh, yeah.
Do you perhaps want a wish granted?
He fucking
Or
does that.
I
He's
don't
fine.
care.
Don't you worry about that.
I
I
can
mean,
fix you. You are broken.
I'm
Look,
not.
the eye patch adds character. Like, it makes him look even more impressive. I'm sure the wenches will appreciate it.
Yeah, it's fine. Look, I take out the eye patch and you can see like gnarling like hole in my in my head, like with some pus coming out of it. Yeah, see, it's okay. It's a bit itchy, but it's fine. Put the eye patch back.
You
If you
can
say
hide
so.
stuff in it. Like if you need to carry something into, place.
Yeah, it's a
Uh,
hidey hole.
yeah,
My prison pocket, second prison pocket.
Second.
yeah, so classy.
You guys do
So
things.
are
I
we
need to check
going to the
something.
alchemist? Okay. Anyway, the food stinks. How about the alcohol? Is there also some? Oh, did the alcohol got better because like if
No, alcohol is fine.
fermentation usually makes alcohol better.
Alcohol is fine.
At least that.
Okay.
Wait, considering that beer is liquid bread, is beer
I mean,
fine?
I think there's a diet where you only drink beer and
Does Solarius disclose this information or not?
Not yet. Uh,
Okay. You do
uh,
whatever you want. I stay here.
those wishes that you offer, can they be like anything? And what do you want in return?
Nothing in particular.
That sounds
I'm not a jinn or a devil or some kind of gold eater. I just grant wishes.
That's exactly what the devil would say.
I don't know. I haven't met any of those devils or anything, so I wouldn't know.
they give my trait a bad name.
So you are a devil.
No.
So what's exactly happening?
We are
I guess.
talking while Solarius is thinking. So it's just basically pushing the time.
Right, Salarius is going to the alchemist, right?
No. We will go together, but right now it's just. I mean,
Yes.
I
I
IRL.
mean,
He's thinking of something, so we need to spend some time talking.
okay.
So, what about if I would wish to be even bigger?
Sure. That's pretty mid wish, but okay.
Mid. So,
No, it's not.
okay. So you
Imagine
think
him
that?
Godzilla sized.
No, that would be inconvenient. Like it would be really difficult to find a woman.
I wish
unless,
to be
unless,
uncircumcised.
unless you would circumcision doesn't reduce the size of your penis.
I mean,
Unless,
technically it
un-
does.
technically, I guess, unless you would make it as big as like I don't know, a giant, but my penis size would remain the same as it is.
Ooh.
Look, I'm not a monkey paw. I just make you bigger. That's it. No catch. No catch.
Uh, that's too bad.
Well, do you want a catch? Then just tell me what it is, and I'll do it.
Like I said, if I become really giant, it would be difficult to find a woman who would like sleep with me.
So you don't
Even
want to find a woman to sleep with you.
no, I want to be giant, but my penis size to remain the same as it is.
Oh, yeah, that's very smart. That's like 200 IQ move.
Right, so you actually want a woman to try to find a woman climber who'd be like, oh yes, I will climb this giant and
Okay.
reach his tiny penis.
Okay, cool. So, I approach Stoves and say like, "Hey man, come with me. I need to something.
Okay.
I need your help with something." So yeah, so I walk him away, and I go like, "So I'm gonna do a spell on you now, and I mean you will feel something, but don't resist that, okay? This will help me
Where
out, help everyone else here.
where I will feel it.
Just you'll feel something
If
coming
it's
on,
if
and
it's
just
if it's not in my butt, it's fine. Then you can
okay.
cast
No, it's not gonna be in your butt. Don't worry about it. I'm a little concerned that this is the first thing you're thinking of, but yeah,
it.
yeah,
Okay, I'm prepared.
Yeah, no. So no, I simply want to do a transfer power, so to drain mana from him because I need mana to help everyone else. So yeah.
I clench my butt, but I don't resist.
So yeah. So I only have mana for a moment spell, so I just hope the rolls are gonna be good. But so that's
Well,
it.
if
So
you fail, you will have enough mana to cast again.
yeah, no, I mean, like, I just hope I suck out enough mana. And how much mana do you have actually?
11.
What?
What?
I don't know. I'm not a caster. I'm not keeping track of that kind of stuff.
Now you should.
Willpower and magic. What are your stats on those?
Willpower and magic. Total? 4.
Combined it. Willpower plus
Yeah,
magic.
4.
Oh shit! That's pretty cool. So that's up to 12 mana. Yeah. Since you're not using that for anything else, and we haven't written the rules for civilians, for now that's 12 mana. So let's see. So that in that case, I don't take magical defense since you're not resisting that. Consti, you're okay with that? Yeah.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
it's
Okay.
fine.
Does my butt clenching affect the casting anyway?
No, but it's really hard not to stare at your like magnificent tight buttocks.
Suck him well.
So that's how
Suck him
much
hard.
I suck out. So that's I get 6 mana out of this. Which is more than I had before. So okay, cool. So then I was like, take man. So you lose 6 mana. In case you track, I guess that needs to be tracked now because you will sort
You
of be
did.
recovering 1 per day.
Wait a minute. You did what to my mama?
Uh, I didn't tell you that in character. It's like, okay, that's all you need. Like all you see is like me doing some gestures, uttering some unknown mumbo jumbo words, and that's it. And then you feel some a little different, like something was taken away from you, but just a little bit, like you lost a little bit of a breath or something. Yeah.
I check my pockets. Okay.
Yeah, no, you're good. Like you're don't worry about it. It's like I lean over the door. Was like, Darian, it's your turn. Come over here.
I
Why
lean
do
to
I
Armand.
feel
I lean
like
to
a
Armand.
whore?
Jokes on him. I don't have anything to suck.
You guys are weirder than my weird uncle.
So I walk Darian further away, and okay, so I got a little bit of mana, and you know how you're fuckload tired right now, and also don't have don't have any of your mana. Well, there is a reason for it. You're fucking cursed, man. Whoever someone snuck in, I imagine, and put a curse on you uh and Armand. And now I have enough mana to possibly break that curse.
Sorry guys, I need to wash off dried shit of a cat.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I mean, we can continue with that chat and then stop there, I
Yeah.
guess.
My guess is that the chaplain at the court has perhaps put a curse on us for being too snazzy.
I don't know. I feel like what happened is there is possibly, as you said, well, you expected me to have done this. I imagine that there is another Khaldun. He sucked out your mana in the night and probably used the same mana to put a curse on you. And that curse is about sucking out your mana, actually. So you will keep losing mana, as I imagine.
That is correct.
So, however,
But
Armon's curse.
but
Yeah,
but wait. Indeed, if it was just a normal transfer mana, I would not gain fatigue, right?
that's what I'm saying. I think there
Yeah.
is another Kolden.
And Khaldun cannot put curse that will activate after like few days, no?
You mean I could?
You can put a curse on me that would activate when I am asleep, that would drain my mana and give me fatigue.
No, I don't think I can do
Yeah,
that. But
which means he was in the tavern.
yeah, I said someone snuck in.
I think why you can't. You can cast a delay spell.
But not the
Oh, no, actually
not
he's
the
correct, I think, because if you cast a spell on a weakened enemy, that counts as Kolden's
no
ability,
no
and if you put it through the
no
curse,
no.
yes,
Look, Khaldun ability does not modify your transfer mana spell.
yes it does.
It gives you a new ability that lets you cast transfer
No,
mana
no,
spell
no.
in this
Oh,
way.
yeah.
Wait, what?
Okay,
Yes.
we'll need to clarify. Basically, you either cast it on a weakened enemy in that way, or you just do normal. Like, anyway, we'll need
To
to clarify
clarify,
these
I
things.
understand the spell that you essentially cast, and the transfer spell power works when the enemy is weakened, essentially.
Uh,
Yeah,
actually,
that makes
actually,
sense.
actually, I think Donata's version is better
Yeah,
because
that
it
makes sense.
unifies all the existing rules instead of creating new ones.
Yeah, and it plays into the
We should,
curse as well. Yeah,
yes, we should clarify that you can use transfer mana in this specific way, and then whatever words you added, it goes.
well, anyway,
So in this case, somebody added delay and curse and whatever.
yeah, so I think that's what
Okay, so
happened.
read con.
Yeah,
Go on.
Retcon what? Like, I don't know what's going on. You're doing a lot of conversations that are not in character.
Okay, well, retcon whatever Darian has said
Uh,
about Calden coming into the tavern.
well, I said the same thing. I still suspected as Caldon came in, put a curse on us,
Uh-huh.
and I don't know, maybe me and Stolp surprisingly just resisted whatever he was trying to put on
And,
us, and
and he just shrugged and walked away. What if whoever put the curse on us mind controlled you into draining mana and then drained it from you?
dude, I have no spells on me. Shut the fuck up.
You don't have no spells on you now.
I will leave this fucking curse on you, and you will never cast a spell again.
Dude, I'm not belittling you, but if I wanted to drain mana from somebody and there would be just a cauldron lying around,
I would
I would
remember
use the
that.
cauldron for that.
I would remember that. Also, it's not widespread knowledge that I'm a freaking Goldon. Keep your voice
Well,
down.
Chaplin kind of knew that you are just by looking at you.
He knew that I am something. Oh, well, okay. He knew because I've been overflowing with mana. That's why. But
Well,
yeah, sure.
then then he knows. And if he knows, then probably the entire cult knows.
Whatever. You're missing the whole point. Yeah, someone came in and put a curse on you, but also more importantly, put a curse on Armand, and that one has to do with control mind. I don't know, controlling his mind in some way. So I don't know exactly what it's been up to, but our plan, at least in part, it might be already revealed and screwed because of it.
Well, depends what the spell does. Does it have a two-way connection with the caster
I don't freaking
or
know.
not?
It's not an exact science.
Yeah, well, it kind of is. I am educated in that, so it's a science. Anyway,
I don't
what
know
I'm
that.
saying.
Don said, do I?
Well, there are ways to check with magic. You can roll lore, I guess, if you want more details.
Look,
No,
look.
if you want knowledge on magic, it's a magic roll as well, not lore. Like magic is
Yes.
for casting and knowledge about magic.
Okay, you can roll magic.
Okay.
Look, Solaris. What I'm trying to say. Imagine you were to put a curse on somebody, which activates at certain triggers, right? Do you want that when somebody else does something?
Why are you educating me on this shit right now?
I'm not educating you. I'm just.
Do you imagine you're so superior, don't you?
Dude, I'm not belittling you. Shut the fuck up. I'm just
Well-
discussing with you what kind of spell that was. Maybe.
If you
Well,
give me a moment to think, I will. Yeah, that's decided.
So essentially, you think about magic and, well, a curse
see.
spell that's active or control mind. There might be a weak bond of sorts connecting with the spellcaster.
Yeah, no, and okay, cool. Do I have an idea of what's more or what the spell might be trying to achieve specifically, or is that beyond what?
It
what I've
looks like
seen?
a charm spell.
I don't know what you mean by that.
Essentially, controlling his mind and slowly turning him into a puppet.
Okay. Sorry, Valera, you were saying things. Like I thought about what Danza said while you were talking, but you are talking. So tell me your theory thing that you were saying. Yeah.
I forgot.
Okay. Sorry.
Look, just touch
Okay.
silver against me, touch silver against Armand, and
Okay, I take out the silver
Oh.
manticles.
You're not there.
we have silver.
You're not there. Also, we have
We
silver.
have silver.
I forgot.
I'm not. I'm still in the room.
I
you
sent
sucked
you.
me
I
off.
sent you out. I sent you out, and I called in Darian. Like I didn't start this conversation until you left.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why are you discriminating, Stolps? He saved us on many occasions.
Yes, he has, but he might just say something to Armand when he's not supposed to. But also, I just realized the nature of the spell as to do with controlling Armand's actions, actually. So maybe the plan is not fucked. So
So when I was trying to assume the nature of the spell, I was just acting superior. But when you do it,
well, I actually saw the spell, right? So I'm not just
Yeah.
empty theorizing. I am extrapolating on whatever the fuck I saw.
Okay, well then, what did you see? Extrapolate away.
Well, I tell you, like from what I've seen, I'm making a conclusion that it's probably a spell to do with controlling Armand and influencing his actions. So, since he was kind of sus on going to the alchemist, I feel like maybe we should go.
What if that's reverse psychology?
I don't. I think that's too complex to to be the
Look,
case.
look, it's when it comes to magic, you just turn off all logic. There's you can't guess what the enemy mage is trying to achieve. It's all mind games. Maybe
the
he
fuck
wants
up.
us to go to the alchemist because for me personally, I feel that if I go to the alchemist, I'll waste time.
No,
That's my
you're with Armand.
personal opinion.
Oh, okay. Okay, sure, fair. Also, yeah, silver is a great idea. I friggin' sucked mana out of Stolbs because I thought I need to destroy the spell personally. You know,
Yeah, that's
don't-
not a sustainable solution.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely correct, and I'm not exactly used to fighting against magicians, so especially Coldons. So my experience with these things so far. Okay, I'll need to take this away with me for yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
Look,
so
look, look. I'm trying to explain my plan right now.
okay, cool. Explain their plan.
We need to kill Ragnaros, right?
Okay, let's discuss the plan with the group once we destroy the spell. Or do you want to discuss the plan with me specifically?
Yes,
Okay, cool.
because you're the only one arguing against my plan right now.
Okay, cool. What is your plan?
We need to kill Ragnaros, right?
Yes, keep your voice down.
Okay.
We
What
need
is
to
the man?
murder an entire mansion of Ragnaros.
No, we don't. We just need
No.
to kill the leaders.
Yes, but anyway, what I was trying to say, we need mana for that, and since
Yeah.
buying mana potions is too expensive for me, namely my entire stock of coins,
Yeah.
just to replenish maybe a half of it, I think
Couldn't
the best
you
course of
like
action right now is to drink, replenish my fatigue, get a sleep, and then I'll be battle ready.
Just to fill in, Armand, in me and you and me, we're just
I
alone
think
in
it's
the
better
room,
if
and
you don't.
the other guys are
Pity.
in the other room discussing. That's it.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah, no, yeah. So you're not
uh
hearing all of this.
Yeah, you're
I
not
walk.
hearing any of the conversation, so I think it's just simply more interesting if you don't
Yeah,
know what they were talking about.
Yeah,
you
that's
just with me in the room right now,
yeah.
and the other two guys in the other
Okay.
room shouting,
Yeah.
screaming,
We're not. We're
vote.
talking
Yes,
quietly. Most the
and
entire fucking time I kept repeating is like keep your voice down.
and I was shouting like a drunk husband shouts on his
don't
wife.
scream at me! I'm not screaming.
Actually, do we have silver? I think you sold most of the silver equipment. So okay,
I
we
think
come
he
back.
has left the manacles.
Okay, we come back.
So wait, I just told you my plan and you just leave?
I was like, okay, sure. I said sounds good. Sure.
Okay, that's enough for me. I come out from the room. So kids, we're going to the Disney.
What the fuck is a Disneyland?
You'll see.
Is that the place where you take like young defenseless boys to do unspeakable things to them?
No, it's a
As-
place where you take your
Uh,
kids to announce that you
Can
are
we
divorcing.
please leave the tavern today?
Uh, well, well. See, yeah. Also, there's no drinks as well, Valera. You cannot drink here. We need to go to actual tavern.
That's a
Tavern
lie.
with
That's a lie.
There,
all food
there
There
are
went
is a
bad.
bars.
barrel of beer right
All
here.
food went bad.
well,
Beer is
drink
not
didn't
food, it's
go
Yes,
bad.
it
alcohol.
is. Yes, it is.
No,
Yes,
Well,
everything
you're
went
according
lying.
to
bad.
the literal deity of our world, who
I start drinking beer. Is it good?
It's good.
It's good. It's good, man.
What? Why? Should
because it
not be
was
good.
actually established that the alcohol is perfectly good. Like, get on with the
Let
program.
me read the mishaps, but for now it's good.
Okay. Who had who? I say who had silver manacles that we got from? Oh, hey, yeah, Solbs. Do you mind putting them on? I was like, I come to you as like whisper to your ear, uh, put them on Armand's hands, arms, wrists, whatever.
Why?
Why?
Just do it. Just do it. Just do it. It will be funny.
Why?
It will be funny.
Why?
You don't hear that? I whispered into his ear. I specifically said that. Do you
Okay.
hear
I'm
that?
not.
Yeah.
I'm.
He's
Why
I'm
is
not.
he
I don't want
erotically
to do
whispering
that.
into your ear?
Like, why?
well because there is an evil spell cast on him, and doing that will remove the spell.
Oh, okay. I tried to grapple Armand.
Well, I fucking resist. I dodge.
Armand, it's gonna be
Armand,
funny.
As they do that,
Armand, I approach it, say, it's gonna be funny. I'm try grapple.
I'm definitely dodging.
wait. Armand, as he does that, you essentially say you feel like you cannot touch those silver manacles at all costs. You need to fight back, even if it means hurting your friends.
Well, I'm definitely dodging.
So you just need to make a normal attack, really.
And should I? What am I making?
So no, you're making an attack roll, and if you succeed, you will get him into grapple. And
Oh,
so you
7.
can either
Like with melee, right?
yeah.
No,
Uh,
no additional pluses or anything.
well, no, that depends really. So Armand's physical defense is obviously a factor, unless he wants to make his own roll with a dodge because he has a talent for that, I think.
Yeah.
I would like to. I mean, I have the talent for parry. I'm
Yeah.
not sure.
Well,
Yeah, you can
So
do
should be
that.
the same.
do
So
I?
no, you don't
How
modify
many
anything
less?
then. Just your attack roll, flat attack roll.
Just flat.
Uh,
Okay.
Okay.
I also have pretty high dodge.
Okay.
I think I have better dodge than. So
Oh,
yeah, I just
Well,
roll.
anyways, roll your melee. So,
your parry thing.
yeah.
So can I just dodge?
If you roll as at least one success, you will dodge that attempt to grapple you.
Okay.
You need to roll melee,
Whoa.
like
Okay.
so for you that's
Sure.
5.
Okay. Is that
Plus
plus
one morale.
morale?
Yeah,
So 6.
yeah.
Except instead of 7. Okay, sure. Okay, I fail.
Fuck.
Okay. So since he is grappled, can I just put
Wait,
him?
so okay, let's say that I have an ability.
Yeah.
And I have another like basic stat.
Yeah.
Am I actually forced to use the ability rather
No,
than
you.
like,
You choose which you do. So like it's up to you. So since you failed this, you can use your souls to re-roll like it's all like any other roll, essentially. So
my first roll basically was me rolling dodge. Then you said
yeah.
that I have to roll parry.
Well, yeah,
It doesn't
because
really make sense because
well, sorry, go on.
at this time my dodge is higher than my parry.
Yeah, but dodge is just literally physical defense. So like it would modify. Sorry, Valera?
Anton, do you have a talent that lets you use dodge skill as a reaction?
Do I need it? In which
Yes.
case would I actually have to roll dodge?
Most of the cases you don't unless you have specific talent that tells you that, which you don't from what I
Okay,
can see in your character sheet.
sure. Then
Or
can.
if GM requires, like,
Or if
frost
GM
bow.
requires. And usually dodge just gives you a bonus to defense,
Yeah,
which lowers the chance of being hit.
that's
Okay,
yeah.
sure.
It's
If
Sure.
you
passive, so
if
you
you
don't
use
need
a
to roll.
reaction, like in this case with parry, you don't benefit from defense.
Okay, scratch that. Okay, I fail, so I guess he grapples me.
Arion,
Okay.
quickly, help him. I'm not gonna
I
touch that
mean,
silver.
okay.
Well,
I
I
mean,
have no mana. This silver won't hurt me, so I touch the silver and I help somehow.
why are you? Do you have to touch it?
It's a
You know,
tradition
just
of my
fun.
people. Don't question it.
Okay.
I think it's quite easy. You touch silver, you touch silver manacles with Armand, which obviously you notice Solarius that the spell breaks.
On both of them.
Yes, on both of them.
Okay,
While Armand,
success.
while Armand is grappled and with the manacles, I
Stobs,
tickle him.
Stobs, you can let him go. It's okay now.
I still tickle him a little bit more than let him go.
Am I ticklish?
So it's up to
It's
you, I
for
think.
you to
No.
decide.
Well, Not really. Like, am I ticklish?
I
Roll a
know.
resist.
Roll 1d10. If it's 5+, you're ticklish.
Okay. Let's find out something about my character.
Leave it to the dice gods to decide your fate.
A high roll is a negative outcome.
Well, whatever.
It's not ticklish.
So
The
I
you
mean, I
dice
must
gods
guess
have decided.
So 4 is not.
not
ticklish.
ticklish.
So
You're
I'm like,
cold-blooded, bloodthirsty bastard.
yeah, I'm like, get off me, you bastard!
Goody.
You're being weird.
Okay.
It doesn't work on me. You're all being weird.
I'll
You're
let-
all
I'll
being
let-
supremely weird. Do I actually feel any bit different?
Nope.
I'll let you go look at Solaris and say, okay, so was it funny? I don't know. I don't feel like it was that funny.
What the fuck was that?
All good.
It was a prank.
It's a prank, bro.
It was a prank, bro. No, actually, Solarius told us that there is a curse on us, and we all needed to touch silver, but your hunch would prevent it, so we had to force it on you.
How do you feel about those silver manacles now?
Yeah.
I feel like you're bullshitting me, and this is some kind of nonsense, and don't feel any different.
Well,
Well, look. Are you afraid of these silver manacles right now?
Not really.
But
I'm
you
definitely
were.
afraid of you guys.
But you were afraid of them 30 seconds ago, weren't you?
Well, I was afraid of a giant fucking man coming to put weird things on me, and my instincts were telling me that giant fucking man, like manhandling me, is probably not the best thing in the world. But what do I know?
Well, that's just.
I'm very
homophobic.
confused. Like, I'm very confused. Like, why did I have to do this, guys? Like, what is happening?
Well, apparently you were saving me from some perceived inadequacy in my mind.
Okay, so is Armand saved now?
Yes.
Am I saved now?
Yes, you
Yes.
are.
He is safer.
Shall we go to the alchemist now?
I guess.
Why?
To buy potions?
Actually, I'm trying to recall the thing with the alchemists again. Like, what's the deal with the alchemists around here?
You didn't want to go to the alchemist.
Okay, now that
No,
I
he's
have them,
asking. Okay.
now that I have the manacles on, do I feel any different about the alchemists than I did before?
To some extent.
So
You don't know why exactly that weird feeling has disappeared.
So they're perfectly normal alchemists.
Yeah.
Okay, so I relay the information about the alchemists if I
That you relate to us that you previously felt weird about it, but now you feel it
yeah
about.
yeah now I feel like it's perfectly normal alchemists
Ah,
and
you
probably
see, this is all the proof I needed that I was right.
now I'm not even feeling like I'm going to shit myself when I'm trying to speak about it. So there's probably some kind of change, but also I'm not sure. Maybe you just brainwashed me with these manacles or whatever. Who knows?
No, they don't do anything. I put
Dude,
them on myself.
dude,
See?
this is not our first rodeo. Like, why are you so distrustful of me suddenly?
Uh, the point in the morning where you were blamed for being a vampire?
I was not.
You didn't hear that.
By me?
That was whispered. Where did that come from?
I think that GM said that Armand believes for some reason that you were the culprit of sucking Darian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Essentially,
Oh
what?
yeah,
Not
right.
exactly sucking Darian, But whatever Darion is blaming
Mana, missing mana.
Solarius,
Yeah,
Solarius was at fault.
yeah, missing mana thing. Yeah. We've already cleared out that I didn't suck out any mana from Darion, so that's all cleared up, man.
I'm so confused. Let's go to
Yeah,
the fucking
me,
alchemist.
like me too. All this prank wasn't that funny, so
You can do
I'm
a
not
funnier
trusting
one.
about any.
Let,
Well,
let,
on,
let me
on
know.
you
Let me know
Somehow,
when you think of it. I'll back you up.
with
I
the
owe you
same
one.
manacles.
Doesn't have to be with the manacles, and keep those away from me. Thank you.
Okay, let's go to the alchemist.
let's go to the alchemists.
You go to the alchemist. It's a pretty nice shop.
Hello, Mr.
Uh,
Alchemist.
I didn't go to the alchemist. I stayed at the
He's
bar,
taking a rest
and
day.
Okay.
for whatever time I have, I do carouse.
Sure, you have a lot of time.
Oh yeah!
Can, can,
Tell me
can you
how many
carouse?
hours.
Can you carouse alone in the room?
Yes,
Actually,
Skill issue.
actually. Hello, my name is Valery Purikov. I am an alcoholic.
Congratulations, you doxed yourself because this is recorded.
Yes. Everything said during the session is true. Only a fool would not believe me.
Anyways,
Joke's on you, I am a fool.
you'll probably have time even with friends because it's really early still. You didn't do much. So you go to the alchemist.
Okay.
Okay.
You
Hello,
open the
Mr.
door.
Alchemist.
You open the door. It's a shop pretty much. There's a stall with an old wrinkly guy tinkering with something, brewing something, and there's multiple potions on within the shop.
Hello.
Hello there.
We
Feel
come to
free to browse
purchase.
around.
Okay. Will you list all the items you have in stock, or how should we do? How should we do this?
how does the store look
There,
like?
it's quite well off, actually. It's more towards the noblish side of the streets. So it has engravings, fancy furniture. The prices are quite high for, well, it's a potion shop. Definitely not, no peasants will buy it, but probably it is bought by nobles.
Hmm?
Good day to you, sir. You have great reputation out of
I
town.
would like to look behind him. Is there's a does he have like a big guy working in the back?
You don't know.
I cannot look,
The doors are closed and only the front
and
is
it's
seen.
silence behind
There
him.
are guards outside patrolling and all that, but it is pretty silent here, besides his tinkering.
Okay.
You can see the effects of the potions on the cards written next to them, as well as a picture if you aren't able to read. But do note they're quite expensive.
Mm-hmm.
So are there like price tags next to the potions?
Yes, there
Or
are price tags, pictures of what
okay,
they
but
do, and text
okay,
writings.
okay. Since I have no idea what kind of potions we have in this game, so can I have an idea? What can I expect? Or
Can you read?
um, what?
No, you
what
no, like
It's
mechanically you can. Mechanics
yes,
wise you can.
mechanically you can,
You're just
but
playing a
fluff-wise.
dumb character, so that's the question. Is like, does your character read?
I guess. I mean, I
Up to
am
you.
dumb, but I mean, it could be difficult to read. But if it's consists like difficult
Okay.
words or something, yeah, I don't understand them. But if it's Heal potion. Yeah, I know what that means.
Yes,
But if it
there's
says something complicated, like I don't know, like using Latin words, then yeah, I'm confused.
essentially heal potion, cure potion, mana potion, all sorts of potions, including increased strength potion, increase speed potion,
Okay, what
cure
about
potion.
strength and speed potions? How much do they go for?
How strong of a potion do you want?
How strong of a potions do they have?
Do you just
Well,
have? Sorry, go.
they are quite high quality potions. So you want strength, right?
Yeah,
Enhance,
Flash.
yeah, enhance flash, no side effect, potent.
no,
So
For what
1,
duration?
3, 5, and duration combat.
So 45 gold.
Yeah, 45 gold.
Jesus Christ. And what about heal potion? How much does it go for?
Restore flash, so 10, 50.
50. 50, right?
Yeah.
Jesus. Does it
You,
say on the instructions how much it heals for? Okay, I guess I asked Solarius, do you know like how well does it heal? Because it seems very pricey.
yeah, like I'm imagining what that's potent that lasts the entire combat and probably something
Yeah.
else. Yeah, that will pretty much keep you super healthy for entire combat. It's
What
doubtful that
if
something can kill you.
what if I jump out of like the third floor?
Yeah.
Would it still let me go on?
Well, yeah, I mean, you would break your legs possibly, but those would heal very quickly, like in a few
Okay.
seconds.
Mm, I buy 2 of these.
I take a look around. I take a look around. Are there weaker potions for healing?
No, all potions are potent.
Mm,
Also, there are more expensive that don't contain any alcohol, odorless, colorless, tasteless, but all of them are potent.
Uh huh. Okay. So you want two of those? You said.
yes.
Yeah. I was like, I pointed like, we want two of those.
Okay, so
Any
I'll go.
discounts for a friend?
No discounts. They're as cheap as I can make them.
So that's gonna be healing potion that lasts the entire combat or 2 minutes, and every round it heals 2d10.
Do you have something that would, let's say, shut up a mage and then stop them from using spells?
Top a mage.
Okay.
I'm sorry, but why are you interested in such a potion?
Self-defense, you know, the evil of mages. They're the scourge of our days. Well, if I'm a poor a noble going on the street, I can probably defend myself with the steel of my blade. But if there is a mage trying to attack me, what would I do? How would
Yeah,
I defend
the
myself?
mages they can use magic to touch your butt without you letting them.
See, see.
I'm sorry, but I am an alchemist that has taken an oath, and my potions are used for strengthening and healing the body, as well
Uh,
as curing any illnesses or wounds.
and s- healing the uh, body of the corruption of magic doesn't go into your assortment.
Magic corruption is removed through silver.
Okay, I understand the difficulty of philosophical questions to you. Okay, sure. I guess, yeah, No means no. You're well respected merchant.
Okay.
Thank you,
Anybody
dearie.
else gonna buy anything else?
Um, yes. Do you have
Store
something like
mama.
that? Answer.
Yes, it has alcohol.
Oh, it has alcohol. Well, I mean, all of them have alcohol. Unless specifically removed. So, yeah, no, that's fine. I'll give 50 gold for that.
What do you want exactly?
Restore mama.
Yes,
no,
they are
I wrote.
restore mana.
Yeah, I even wrote down specifically.
It's the same kind of thing as health. The same
Restore
cost.
potent fighting mama.
I would rather have a fight than combat version, if there is such version.
A fight.
Yeah.
They're long-term restorations. I could probably brew up, but it would take some time. And it would cost
God.
double the amount due to the fact that it's custom order, but so I would suggest simply buying the ones that I have.
Um, damn the gods that made this happen. Yeah, sure. Hey, Stolbs, do you have 3 gold tomorrow?
Do you have any gold to borrow? We have
3
8
gold.
gold left.
Can
Oh
you give
yeah,
me 3?
sure.
Sure,
Yeah,
thanks.
sure.
Okay, cool. That's all my money gone.
I guess. Wait. How much was the healing potion?
50 each.
Okay, I would like a healing potion of yours, dear sir.
Okay. This you're in luck because this is the last one.
Okay, thank you. Can you remind me the effects so I can list them out?
2d10 per turn per combat.
It's really strong potion.
Okay.
So, yeah,
Potions in general really strong.
combat or 2 minutes,
Oh,
if it's outside of combat in general. Anyway, back to 0 gold.
do you have any cocaine?
We do have some powder, but it's not exactly cocaine. It's cures for various illnesses such as syphilis, AIDS,
How
etc., etc.
much? How much for
Okay.
those?
Let
So,
let's see. Restore, flash, addicting.
So
mm,
cure syphilis addicting?
potent.
I will have to catch syphilis.
well, I'm not that kind of noble. I'm saving myself for really classy Evelyn. I mean, you might have a point there. Actually, I'll come back if there is any Elven MILF in the vicinity. Like
Also,
they have a really, really long lifespan. You can't be too careful about it. Who
also
knows?
we spent like 200 gold. That's like a fortune.
Yeah.
Maybe a small souvenir, a gift, like to make us want to come back to your place instead of to your colleague outside of the
My
town.
gift to you are the potions that I sell.
Yeah, you're just another asshole. Okay, figured.
No, he's not. He's a respectable merchant.
I
Well,
sell them at a decent price for decent value.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, more than decent. They're potions that have saved many of lives, and hopefully you won't need them, but in case of emergency, they will manage to save yours.
Yeah, next time we'll go to the other guy.
no, we won't. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
It's fine. I have heard that from time to time.
I
They all
mean,
come back eventually.
when they get syphilis,
That has happened as well.
Yeah, I'll tell all my friends that only guys who have syphilis visit this place.
But
do you
still, we
have
have
many
no
friends?
friends. High five.
The shopkeep doesn't know that.
Mm,
I wish you safe travels, my friends.
I wish you to get syphilis.
I'm very sorry for my companion's rudeness. As you see, he is a bit challenged.
We
Smelly
have a cure
cat.
for that as well.
For,
There's a
for,
potion that um,
No, just
increases intellect.
all the shopkeepers in this town are assholes, I find.
no, you're just being rude to the service
From
people.
my perspective, they're assholes, like refusing to give me gifts,
But
discounts.
from my perspective, okay, sure.
I wish you all
Not
luck.
friendly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you a lot. I will be sure to recommend you to any nobles I meet. Especially.
If they have
I
syphilis,
thank
go
you
to
very
you.
kindly, good
Yes.
sir.
Yeah, I'll make sure to every noble I meet to say, if you have syphilis, go to this place.
I hope they do go here, as I will
Okay.
be able to help them.
Okay.
Okay.
Good night. It's morning still, I guess. Good
Good
day.
day to you too.
You still in the shop? Jesus.
I mean, I wanted a trinket or something, just something worthless, but just as a thank you for spending fucking 200 gold. Like,
When the potions save your life, you won't regret it. So
Whose
maybe.
potions are? Yeah. So Valer, well, he's kind of cruising, so
Yeah, he's drinking, so he needs to make some rolls.
he already
I
did
already
some
made
rolls.
rolls.
Oh,
I am drunk. I'm also lonely. I go outside.
Okay, you go outside.
What do I see outside?
People, guards, standing on the near the entrance of the tower.
Ой, Ryuscha. Well, I'll go inside then.
You go inside. By that point, everybody else comes back. Unless you wanted to go somewhere else.
No, nothing specific.
So what do you do for the entire day or for the entire week, or do we skip to the future?
no. No, we don't. I talk with the group. So, one of the other things I've seen and still possibly can say, like, wait, I don't know if you said that I am implying that or seeing the whole bond thing. But basically,
Well,
if
you no longer see any bonds. Well, you didn't see, but there
okay,
was a
I implied.
possibility to do so.
Okay,
But now that the magic was removed, there's no bonds.
okay, cool. Yeah. Well, if if the spell was cast remotely, it might happen again. You know, and I don't know the way they're targeting us, but I think it might be a decent idea for everyone to touch some grass silver every morning.
I mean, sure.
Okay.
And someone is
So-
hesitant, we know they're fucked with.
Okay.
Well, I will not be touching silver, but don't worry about that.
You
So
will
what
not.
if you are fucked with?
Yeah, how do we know that you're not fucked?
I'm just not stressing.
Why
That's
do you put
exactly what
yourself in
someone.
such
Do
positions, Lavius?
do I believe him?
I need my protection from the sun, okay? Like otherwise I will
I don't know that.
I
I
have
don't. I.
I
Are you saying that actually right now in character?
okay, no, what I say instead is I have a frail constitution. I get very easy sunburns, so I've cast a spell on myself to prevent that from happening. So
You can just use mud to cover yourself from sun.
Yeah.
I don't want to walk around dirty, dude. What the fuck is that suggestion?
Cover yourself in black paint. Be fashionable about it.
These are awful suggestions. Darren, back me up. This is ridiculous.
Why do you always put yourself in such situations? Nobody was talking about the sun or touching the silver until you did.
Okay.
I'm trying
I
to
think
protect you
my
guys. I'm trying to protect you guys. You were cursed, and I'm trying to prevent this from happening in the future.
okay. Let's say if he suggests something, if after we touch silver, he suggests something that sounds weird, we just jump him and beat the shit out of him.
Armand, do
But
you
you
have
always say
any?
that I say weird things. That's unfair.
Ar- Armand,
Well,
do you have anything against touching silver in the future?
I mean, I guess not particularly. I
Okay,
can.
I take out a silver arrow. I break out
Ah,
the sharp silvery thing and give it to Armand. Say like,
arrowhead.
just keep it in your pocket, just in
Don't I
case.
have the silver manacle still on me?
No, we took them off after the
Are you
prank was
implying that you were
over.
walking around through the city with manacles on your wrist?
I mean, if it's on one hand, I can probably carry two of them on one wrist. Why not? As
No,
a
I took
fashion
them off.
accessory. Uh, I
So just
wouldn't
give
even
you
mind.
basically a piece of silver, just so you can have it in your pocket, so you
I
can touch
mean,
it whenever.
okay. It's sharp and it's probably going to rip through my pocket.
Well, okay, if it's sharp, then I just break out the sharp tip on the
It's
floor or
not a
whatever, or
sport.
bend it.
Okay, sure. We figure it out. I guess I have. Thank you. I have a new silver medallion. I will cherish it as a sign of our friendship.
That's awesome.
That sounds like sarcasm, my noble friend.
Darion, would you like one too? Just in case.
Sure.
Okay.
Like,
I just break another one tip, like make sure to bend the pointy and
Haven't you sold
wrap
silver
it.
arrows?
No,
Oh,
you said
that's the
that
only thing he didn't.
I don't know. I have
The only thing I
three volt.
remember not selling silver manacles.
No, I sold all the armors, all the weapons, but I left the 3 Volkian arrows, 12 silver arrows, and
Okay,
two.
okay.
I have 2 silver manacles.
okay, inventory aside, is any of you good at stealth?
I mean, yeah.
Why?
So, considering that we have an attack on a mansion plant, maybe we can scout out the mansion ahead of the time.
Ah, I see. Yeah, I'm not good at that shit. Well, maybe once a week, but no, actually, no.
So, anyone good at it? Any chance of that?
I mean, yeah.
What are we
Show
trying
me.
to find at the mansion?
Well,
Me awkwardly trying to walk silently while my kneecaps are cracking loudly.
Butt cheeks slapping.
okay, yeah, you're horrible at stealth. So, any kind of noble followers there south will know that if you're planning in the south of a mansion or castle or whatever, you kind of have to know the way around the place.
Yes, we do.
So
Comes to my mind that we are very well balanced as a group
so
in our abilities.
do we have stealth? We don't have stealth.
I feel like
And we don't
our strength as a group, Farmont, is in our supernatural abilities, and I point at Darian.
I
This
don't
guy.
Did you
give a
mean
shit how you
friendship,
do it.
perhaps?
If you
Yes, we can
have
call it
any
that.
kind of remote viewing abilities, familiars, or whatever else demonic bullshit that you guys specialize in, I would count that as a stealth for the
I'm still an
purpose of it.
apprentice. Don't expect great things from me.
Look, I'm just trying to understand what exactly I'm trying to say at the mansion. Let's just say we see that they have 200 people there. What next?
Okay,
Slaughter
so
them
Well,
all.
entrances, defenses. I don't know. Maybe they have like a shithole
okay,
going outside that you can
maybe
climb
mention.
in and just stab the evil bitch in her pooper while she's taking a poop.
Okay, maybe mention is not necessary, but okay. So, do you want to face the entire cult immediately at the same time, or do you want to weaken them and chip away at their strength while they're separated?
Well,
Yes.
Well, if there
well,
is like
go on.
if there is like a food delivery person and we can poison their food supply or their water supply or their prostitute supply or whatever else supply they have, maybe that will help us in our like collect information,
I
gather
have an
intelligence.
idea. Like that
Yet
guy selling cure for syphilis or whatever. What if one of us catches syphilis and then gets the syphilis to them, like pretending to be a prostitute, and then we can cure yourself from the syphilis, but they will remain sick.
I'm not sure that syphilis is killing them fast enough for our purposes. I'm sure that they can continue being a problem even without a nose.
The episode named the slow spread of syphilis.
Wait. Um, don't you think that perhaps it is better to fight the entire cult at the same time, but simply because we'll have an army on our side, a well-equipped army?
Well, again, a well-equipped army that is going to be wasted on the defenses of the place that we don't know anything
I
about.
We know
I
Because
nothing.
we're
We
the-
know
I
nothing
don't
about the
think we
enemy.
will be. I don't think we will be attacking the Ragnarok mansion with the army. We'll be attacking the keep. Actually, not even attacking. We will
I
be
think
just
we'll be
there
attacking.
inside.
I think
Yeah,
we'll just
they will
walk
be
in.
attacking us.
I think we'll just be walking in and suddenly healing the king, and if they do anything, we just fuck them up. But it would be nice to know what we're dealing with. I don't know anything about
I agree.
those two enforcers that they were talking about. Do you? How
I don't.
do we know how to deal with them? What we could prepare
Well,
in dealing with them?
as I've been scanning the brains of the cultists, he knew that two of those lieutenants were enough to destroy an entire town.
Yeah.
So
So,
how do you expect us to fight that?
well,
Well,
we
Except,
might.
happily
well,
we're not a town.
except, okay, Armand touche. Well, how do you expect to fight that? Because, well, unless you wish them away, and I grant that wish, but that will come at a cost.
Well, I mean, we might at least mitigate some damage if we know what they're capable of. But not right now. We know fuck all. Just a big
Well,
story. Oh, the two of them were able to fuck up a town or a city or whatever.
look, one of them is a mage,
Yeah,
Oh
cool.
no, a
So
mage.
what?
and
All right.
What
and
if? What if?
and
Are all
and we
mages
have
the same? Are you and I the
and
same?
we have a fucking entire town worth of silencers on our side.
Do you consider that one taken care of then?
Okay,
No,
another thing, Darian. Like you say, if wishing them away would be costly, but what if I would wish that the mage's socks were made out of silver?
that
Interesting.
actually could work.
That is very interesting.
That is very interesting. And since it is silver, it is metal, it is very hard to remove now.
Guys, it would not bend so well, yeah.
Bones
Yeah.
would be made of silver.
That right there, I pointed Stolbs with like excited expressions. Like,
Well,
that
technically
right
it's
there
still
is thinking
expensive,
outside of the
but
box.
Wait, what made out of silver is?
Socks.
But wait, didn't Armand propose something else? I didn't hear that.
Bones made out of
Bones.
silver. If you can just conjure silver out of your ass, you might as well just conjure it inside his body. No?
Socks is more thinking out of the box.
Okay. Can you wish uh the enemy into a silver box?
I could, but if we are considering to kill them with a wish, don't you think that perhaps it is best to just conjure a peanut-sized tumor in their brain and they just die?
Can you do that to people?
Yes.
Just randomly, anyone, at any
Yes.
point.
Yes, it is not as scary as just making somebody's heart stop, but yeah, I can do that.
Can you make their heart stop?
Well, yes.
You see me rolling my eyes every time Darian says yes to one of Armand's questions. Like,
Okay, so are
I
we
can
going
change the weight of a proton.
what's a proton?
That is a
What's a
story for
tumor, by
another
the
time.
way?
What's a tumor? We probably know. They're kind of often hard to miss. Um, okay. Uh,
so what is the
How
conclusion of
does
this discussion?
I'm not
I
sure.
don't know. I've been asked many questions and I have
okay,
tried to
what
answer
is
them
the
faithfully.
cost of
So your
uh,
point is like what? We do nothing for the entire week, then we go up to the king and say, "Hey, what's up?"
No. I
Okay.
propose to do something else besides going to the hornet's
Well, I
nest.
haven't heard the proposition yet.
Well, I don't have any.
I thought you proposed something.
I'm
It seems like you're
fucking
proposing
dead.
nothing.
No, I'm just saying that your plan is bad. I don't have a better one.
okay,
You know, you
so
sound
my
like
plan is
some
bad.
people I know.
My plan is bad. Because we don't have stealthy people and we don't want to assault anyone anywhere, and we don't have anything to find about our opponents because they are too much of a badasses to actually even know about them. Your plan is bad because you don't have a plan. Anyone else has something to contribute?
Well, we don't need to go to the mansion. We could learn of some things that might help us to deal with them anyway. Like if there's such legendary figures, surely there is tales of them in taverns and whatnot. You know who knows where.
Okay, let's
Huh?
find their servants and seduce them.
Okay.
We have a
Or
volunteer on
or
seducing duty.
or Darian, still waiting for that suggestion. What do we do
Which
with our
one?
time
We could drink.
for the entire week?
Yes.
I don't have
As long as you
money,
do something.
and I only have food for today.
Yeah, we don't really have any food.
That
Good
is
thing there
very
are rules
interesting.
for earning some money.
Is that
Good thing there are rules for earning some money during break
downtime?
times.
Yeah.
I have an idea to earn some money. Remember that blacksmith with with his bodyguards? We can kill him and rob his shop.
Look, how about instead of going to their nest and like trying to somehow deal with hundreds of Ragnaroks, how about we just hunt for small cells and kill them?
Okay.
And
How?
how? You take
Yeah.
a sharp metal object, you point into their bodies until they die.
How will you hunt for their cells? How do you know where to look for them?
Everyone who looks
Somehow we
has
found
money.
them.
They found us, I feel like.
Okay, let's think about it. Idea. Thinking helps actually. Remember that piece of information that they are recruiting people at the nursery?
Yeah.
No,
Was that yeah or no?
I don't remember.
I remember that, but also
Well,
they know of us, right?
well, fuck. Every fucking Ragnarok knows about us. Let's just do nothing then. Let's drink.
I don't know if everyone
So
knows, but
what I was trying to say, we could go to the nursery, see how they recruit people, kill them. I don't know.
We
Stoops,
can
do you
Okay,
do.
want to
okay,
kill somebody
sounds
at the
like a
nursery?
great
Yes,
idea.
please.
Let's murder some orphans.
Yes.
Yes, okay, let's visit
tomorrow?
today.
Sure.
Let
No,
let
tomorrow. I
let's
need
start.
mana.
Let's
Wait,
start
is
Another
it
today by
evening
round.
already?
murdering the blacksmith.
Is it evening already?
No, we have a few hours. We can do a time skip for that.
Yeah.
Okay, but let's go to the nursery. Let's scout out the nursery.
Are we killing everyone in the nursery? What's
So
happening?
okay, let's say you have 6 hours still, so you can do downtime.
Okay. During downtime, can we just train skills or whatever?
Yes, you can
Yeah,
train
we can.
skills, you can work, you can train pet.
Can I train my melee skill
Yes,
by
you
punching
can.
the wall?
Yes, you can.
Actually, we can spar.
Oh, yeah, let's do that. Let's spar.
Remind me the rules for
Oh, I could go and gather information with a social roll, and since I'm drunk, I get a bonus.
By the
Suck my
way,
dick.
Valera, you're still I don't know how long were you cruising because it could
42
still.
hours.
Oh, then yeah, you have plenty of time.
Okay, so 6 hours sparing. What does that give us? Like, what do we roll? What do
You
we
roll
get?
melee test, removing
It should be written down
extended
there.
roll.
Hmm?
Yeah, extended
At the
What?
roll.
bottom, you have a macro for extended roll. So you roll, you place the time you spend.
I have GM roll, and player initiative.
Oh, I see extended roll. Okay,
X
sure.
X roll.
Okay,
First one, the
extended
very last
roll.
one.
And okay, I just entered the amount of what?
Yeah, the amount of time and the dice you have.
Okay,
So the
so
skill you train.
Okay.
okay, let's say we have how many
Rytai,
hours
pasidalink
again?
ekranu. Pasidalink ekranu.
Mm,
Pasakysiu, ką padaryti.
Palauk, net tas ekranas.
You should have it because it's all players.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, okay. Second.
Ai, pamat. Dešinė viršuje. Antras mygtukas nuo dešinės. Ne, dešiniau, virš šato. Yep. X-roll,
Add?
pažymėk tą varnelę.
I have a... Okay. Okay.
Ir
Ir čia kas?
Time hours. Time and hours. Gali nustoti streamint.
6.
Okay.
and just
Ты
add your
tiesiog
skill.
valandas.
O, yeah, dabar 6
Ai,
valandas,
tai
yeah.
hours plus
Six.
Tiesiog parašyk
Okay.
6
6
valandos,
plus
paspausk,
and
Submit.
okay,
submit.
submit.
Yeah.
Dice.
Ir tada
Dice.
dice, tai melee raw or with added strength and bonuses.
Yeah, with added strength. Strength and skill. That's it.
Okay.
Strength and melee. Strength and
Okay.
melee.
Six.
Okay.
So 5 successes. What does that amount to?
By the way, you roll. You don't get bonuses from the attributes. You
Yeah, you
only
do.
roll the skill itself.
You do.
You
Like
do?
we've updated that so that is consistent.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Wow, that's powerful then. Check the training rules because I don't exactly remember them right now.
In the chat.
Ah, okay. I'm trying to think for Valera
Yeah.
what to
Rules.
give.
Success threshold is the XP cost to upgrade the skill required. So
Squared.
basically I have okay, quadrato.
Yeah.
On success, the character receives 1 XP
So
discount.
8 times 8 squared? What?
Vat, ne, tavo tu strength treniruoji? Ar ką?
Melee
Melee, what's your melee now?
3.
So you're going for 4. 4 times 4, 16. If you get 16 degrees of success, you get the 1 XP discount. That's it.
So I have okay, it's
You,
very
you have
Wait.
8 out of 16. You're halfway there.
okay.
Okay, and if I have for the same thing, same idea, I have 6, then I still have
What's
10
your
left.
skill? What's your skill?
My current skill on melee is 3.
Yeah, so
So
you're going
I
for
also
4. So
probably
yeah,
want.
so your target is 16 as well. Yeah, so you have 5 degrees as far as I can see. So you need 11. You rolled for 6 hours. Total degrees of success is 5, right? And roll 20.
Yeah,
Mm.
okay, 5. So
So
11.
5 out of 16. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. 11. That was a nice
Oh, by the way,
training.
can I use souls for those as well?
You should be.
You can.
Because I have like never used any souls this session at all, so just
Yeah,
Okay,
sure, you
just
could.
You can.
to
okay.
make
Skill roll.
things more.
2 more.
So let's
Could
do one at
reroll
a
your
time.
2 lowest dice, for example, or some shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll try to roll the 1 first.
Yeah.
Still shit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so one more success. So it's 9 out of 16.
Mm-hmm.
I roll it 5 times, so 5 more. I'll just okay. Let's do one at a time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No successes. Okay, that's it. Yep. Okay, I'm done. So that was a good sparring session.
How did you
Yes.
But we
train?
do get.
But
How do you train?
wait,
But
wait.
we
we sparred. I basically we were trying to back actually.
Okay, I have an idea. Since like we don't want to get hurt, right? So what I did, I found some furniture like tables, broke the legs off, and we used the legs of a table instead of weapons to fight.
Mhm.
Yes,
Spar.
that made me remember my childhood training, and it was
Uh,
very nice.
if you are sparring together, wouldn't that be like perhaps +1 dice?
They're both equal.
Okay.
Like one of them is teaching another.
Yeah.
I just thought that they perhaps use each other as a tool for training.
Mm.
Yeah, bench lifting.
Bench
Armand.
Now you bench lift me.
That was the strengths were training melee, so
I hope
Uh,
you're satisfied, Valera, with the info. Unless
To
you want
some
something
extent.
more specific.
So
I
some
think,
information is juicy, some is not.
well, it should be well-known fact, sort of. So it's not some secret information anyway. So
Yeah, something people on the street could tell me.
yeah.
And I think all of this fit the bill.
Hmm? Yeah, and whether you get a bonus on the roll is also up to GM, really. So yeah.
Yeah, I never planned that place that much, so yeah.
Well, too bad we're killing everyone there.
Damn it.
I mean we can stop for today, and you can
Yeah.
consider if you want to do something there. Like
Well,
it's. Mm.
I can just do whatever, like combat is not an issue.
I mean, if you want to do something interesting there, you can prepare for later. If you want to improvise the whole thing, and it's like short fun, then we can do it today. Doesn't matter.
I think it's late today, but do you really want to go there, kill everyone?
Actually,
I
we
don't
don't
care.
know.
Actually, since Chancellor seems to fund that place,
You wanna poke the bear?
what if he might be there and we might kill him?
That would be, yeah. Actually, oh, okay. Honestly, it sounds like it could be a really cool location, but it's up to you.
Well, then we can continue next week. Well,
Mm.
not next week, next week after
Okay.
Odrin's quest. I'll
Okay.
prepare something.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
It will be more fun that way, I guess.
Sure.
Okay.
Well,
As for tonight's session, I think we can sleep and start the next morning.
okay, sure.
Mm.
Yes.
So regain fatigue, mana, health.
Okay. So yeah.
As for Valera, you lose Albada.
Fuck off.
Really? Even after touching the silver?
Nah, it's fine. I'm just joking.
Okay. That
How
breaks.
much XP?
Before we
1
go to
XP.
sleep,